This episode was previously recorded in front of an imaginary studio audience.
Time for Fun Knife Friday!
Alright, how you knife chatters out there? Your old pal Skip the Show coming back at you again. From the Volcano Club, it's another Fun Knife Friday, and have we got a Fun Knife Friday for you today? Well, sort of a Fun Knife Friday. Let's call it a temporary Fun Knife Friday. Got this knife here I want to show you. They call it a traveling knife. Found this over on Tobias's workbench. I thought it was pretty cool. Especially look at that sheath, man. Look at them like flaming skulls in the sheath and everything. Nice leather sheath. And it's got it all nicely riveted. And you got this knife in there. It's a pretty cool knife too. Let's just get it out of there. See, the sheath actually, you get it past this rivet on the top and the knife kind of stays in place. But once you pull it past that, get the knife out. You got that right there. And it's like made out of a file, a farrier's rasp or something like that. A really cool looking knife, don't you think so? I think this thing is fantastic looking. Got a little lanyard down there with a little micarta bead going on too. Micarta handle too, like burlap micarta. I love burlap. Well, don't love burlap. But have you ever tried to sleep on a burlap sheet? It don't work. Burlap is not to mention, burlap underwear. Burlap underwear doesn't work either. But burlap micarta on a knife handle, that's pretty slick. But a lot of things you don't want to have made out of burlap. The sheath ain't burlap either though. This is leather. A red leather sheath. You don't see that every day. I understand it was made by Randy's WSG. Rest his soul. Yeah. Beautiful sheath though. Fantastic knife. The knife, I found out the knife is made by this guy named Eric Starr. And he decided he was going to have it travel around. I didn't know that. I thought it was just another knife that Tobias picked up and just going to add it to the Volcano Club. Because I thought, hey man, this is a pretty cool looking knife. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Oh, and it's got an edge on it there too. I don't know what steel is in it other than a farrier's rasp. But if you notice up there, got some file work going on it too, right? See, right into there. There's still file work going into the handle there. Because this is full tang all the way around. And somehow he made this knife out of the rasp or the file or whatever you want to call it. I think it's kind of like a flat grind, maybe. Yeah, maybe a hollow grind, but it feels kind of flat. Got a little choil up in front there too, so you can put a finger up there if you want to, but it feels really good just like that. Man, this feels good in the hand. I don't know if you'd call that a clip point or a drop point, but it just drops a little bit there. Really nice looking. I mean, this is great. And I was jamming it into my target. I have to take some pictures of it. Does really good. Now, you're going to think it's just a cardboard box. This should just slice right through a cardboard box. But it's a cardboard box filled with baby diapers. Not used ones, thankfully, but baby diapers. And if you've ever tried to stab a knife through a bunch of baby diapers, I tell you what, if you're looking for cheap armor for a knife fight or something, wrap yourself in baby diapers, man. They absorb a lot of punishment. So anyway, I noticed that with the knife too. It would go in, but man, it took a little bit of effort. Same with whacking on the cardboard box and stuff like that. Maybe Tobias will do a better test against something like wood or something like that, or I don't know. But anyway, man, I thought it was pretty good. And nice knife too. Feels good in the hand too. It was, and I really, 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 really wanted this knife for the Volcano Club because, well, look at that red sheath. I mean, that red sheath goes with the rat fin shirt. And red, volcanoes with all that red spewing lava. It kind of looks like flowing lava, but it's got all those faces in it and everything, so that's pretty cool. Really like that, man. That is so cool. Yeah. Anyway, I reached out to Eric, this Eric Starr guy, and said, hey, maybe I could swap with you. Maybe I'll swap this knife out for you. You give me this knife, and I'll give you the Sasquatch slasher, the 1 of 50. just 1 in 50 Sasquatch slashers in the world. Bottle opener on the other end too. You know, this knife doesn't even come with a bottle opener. And look at this high-tech sheath that comes with that too. You don't see many silver sheaths either. So I thought, you know, maybe it's like, maybe he'll take the Sasquatch slasher over and he'll let me keep his rasp knife. I mean, after all, this is just made out of an old file. This is made out of reclaimed steel. The other sort of steel. Yeah, but anyway, Eric, I guess he grew kind of fond of the knife, so he said nah. And he's also mentioned that apparently the knife has to go to a couple other people, so including, I guess I have to give it back to Tobias because he hasn't talked about the knife yet. He's too busy playing remodeling guy or something. He thinks he's an architect or something. He's remodeling, you know, interior designer more like it. But anyway, he's over there fiddling around in his work area and everything, trying to make his knives look cool, like the Volcano Club. I guess he's just shocked by how great the Volcano Club looks versus his area. Well, he needs to put some paint on the wall, you know what I mean? Anyway, Eric said, nah, it's already destined. This knife is destined to go to Tobias, and then it's destined to go to some guy named Thrifty Kniffy. And then he said, maybe once it gets back to Eric, maybe then he'll consider swapping this knife for the Sasquatch slasher. But I got a feeling, no, I think he's pretty dead set on keeping this knife. And I can understand why. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Really nice knife. But you know, I gotta find out. I wonder. Yeah, it's even a great mouth carry. This knife is just A1. Fantastic knife. A little small for the Volcano Club anyway. That's what I should be thinking about. In case you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pass this off to Tobias so he can go and make a review of it or whatever he's going to do. But when he's over there, he's not going to notice that this is missing. I stole his Rough Rider survival knife. It's coming over to the Volcano Club. Yeah, that'll teach him to not let me have this one. Anyway, you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. You can't own every knife in the world, but you can sure try to. And man, this one was just so cool. Yeah. But unfortunately, it is only showing up at the Volcano Club this Friday only. Special premiere of the Eric Starr Farrier rasp knife at the Volcano Club. You won't see it next week, so hurry on by today. Otherwise, you're going to miss it. Unless you wait for Tobias to get around to reviewing it, then you'll see it over there. Then Thrifty Kniffy, and then I don't know where it goes after that. Anyway, skip out. Your old pal Skip the Show. Another fun knife Friday in the books. Remember, if your knife's not fun, you're doing it wrong. Skip out.
If your knife's not fun, you're doing it wrong, and Skip Out are registered trademarks of Skip the Show Enterprises. This has been a Cat Production presentation. All rights reserved.